Hello.
Okay, we'd like to welcome our 2021 Corrales Puntacana Resort Club Championship winner, Joel Dahmen. First victory on the PGA Tour in your 111th start. What a finish. What a great week.
Yeah.
Played fantastic, but that finish was exciting for everybody here. Just talk us through your thoughts coming down that last hole.
I don't know if it was that exciting for me. I was so in control. I felt calm all week. That front nine was easy for me. I lipped out a couple putts that couldn't even been better for me. But yeah, the last couple of those are so hard. 16, 17, 18, into the wind, long, tough. I hit 4-iron in 16, 4-iron in 17, 4-iron in 18. But I got it on the green, and I wasn't even thinking that Rafa could tie me. I was just trying to figure out how to two-putt somehow. And he had a great shot in there, and somehow his putt missed. I don't know how that one missed. But those things happen when you win. I've been close a couple times, but the breaks didn't quite go my way, and today they definitely went my way for sure.
Well, I know that you have a great relationship with Rafa, and you've been on that side of the situation. And but just talk about you now excelled. Moved yourself up in the FedEx Cup. You've got a 2-year exemption on tour. You're a winner. All these things that come to you. How is this going to change your movement going forward, do you think?
Yeah. The last 2 months, the start of this year was pretty bleak for me. For a guy who prides himself on making a bunch of cuts, I mean, after my rookie year, I really played great. The last 4 years have been pretty easy going. They've been easy for me. Not easy, but I've played great. And I've never had a spurt where I've missed this many cuts before. So I was, I'm not gonna say panicking, but we were thankfully I have a great team around me. Coach Rob Rochelle, John Rehorn helps me out a ton. We didn't change anything. We didn't go looking for solutions. We just kind of stuck to the plan, and they told me to be patient, and it worked out.
All right, we'll go to the first question from Adam Stanley at pgatour.com. Go ahead, Adam. Just put your video on and your microphone on, and go ahead and ask.
What's up, Adam? I can't hear you.
Adam, are you on mute?
I see him right here, but
Hold tight. Technical difficulties.
We're turned all the way up.
you could just text me the question, Adam. That'll work.
Okay, I'll have him text. Adam, if you can text me the question, and we'll ask while we're here. Sorry about the apologies for the technical difficulties.
Sorry, Adam. It's that Canadian Wi-Fi you're on.
And Dave, if you can text your question as well, we'll come to it. But in the meantime, Joel, are you playing next week at the Valero Texas Open?
I'm committed. I feel like they say the easiest time to get your second win is the week. I mean, obviously I'm playing well, but I like to have a good time, and next week's as good as ever. I have the Masters off as well. I'm going to take the Masters off for my 33rd year in a row. So I don't know. We'll see how tonight goes and tomorrow goes. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, once again, we'll apologize for technical difficulties. Please text questions if you have any, but we'll give Dave a try. Just Dave Shadlowski, turn your video on and ask away.
We'll see if it works. Can you hear me?
I can, Dave.
There you go. Congratulations, Joel.
Thank you.
Like you said, I guess, wasn't exciting for you. It didn't look fun. It was very difficult, but his winning, I guess, more than you thought it would be, as far as the feeling, the elation, the satisfaction of it.
I know it hasn't sunk in yet. I was pretty emotional there after the putt went in. Obviously hugged Gino, wife came running out. I mean, that's what we dream about, right? I mean, you see it all the time. You see it every week. And I've been at this 111 events. So, I was more than due. Like, I've been a pretty solid player out here for a couple years now, and I was due for a win. It hasn't sunk in. I think that there'll be a lot of validation on that I can close one out, that I can, I think that, I don't know if it gets easier. I hope it gets easier, because That was really hard. And I was calm. I really felt okay. I actually felt okay until I had a 12-inch tap in on 17, and I kind of finished out, and I was shaking like pretty bad, and I had no issues all day, as far as like physically feeling stuff. And I couldn't feel my driver swing on 18. I don't know how my 4-iron got on the green, and it was pretty wild. And if I mean, it's that's why we practice, right? That's why we have, we've put so many years and so much time into this and the sacrifices. So it hasn't quite hit me yet, but it's pretty darn cool. I mean, that feeling when the puck goes in on 18 is pretty cool.
Just to follow up, you once said, told my editors at Golf Digest that you didn't really care if you won, if you could make $1.5 million a year, and satisfaction. I know you didn't mean you didn't want to win, but
it was.
Does that feel kind of different now that I mean, you definitely wanted to prove yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that being a champion on the PGA Tour is obviously they can't take that away from you. But I said that, and maybe it wasn't taken out of context. I can assure you that I'm not. But maybe it was a way of almost protecting myself from maybe never doing it. And there's a whole part of that of like, you just kind of have to, kind of put it all on the line, put yourself out there. And if you're not good enough, you're not good enough. But if you put yourself out there, at least you're going to find out. And, I mean, I hope to do this for another 10 plus years or whatever out here. But, yeah, I mean, this is just a lot of validation for people who helped me. This is just really special. Yeah.
One last thing, what did you tell Gino after you threw the club in the air, you really beamed him?
On the chip on 17? I think he said, I don't know how that didn't go in, and then I think he said, you almost hit me in the head. I said, yeah, I think the wind got that one. It was obviously reactionary, but I don't have any, I'm not a baton twirler. I'm not going to be in the circus anytime soon, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it was a great shot. That almost did go in.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. I'm going to ask a question on behalf of Adam. How comfortable was it your pairing with Rafa, and do you think that made a difference playing in the final group with him?
Yeah, so Rafa and I have known each other for a while. Super great guy. I mean, everyone loves Rafa out here. Always in a great mood, happy, easy to play with. We were fist bumping each other and rooting each other on. This is, other than the Puerto Rican Open, I think this is his, probably his second biggest event for him. So we felt, it was weird to have 200 plus, or I mean, I don't know how many people are out there, but a lot of people rooting not for me, which is kind of rare. But Rafa was, I know that for sure. Even on his putt on 17 for par, it's like, hey, knock this in, let's go to 18. And, we said great shot to each other on 18. Like, it was a fun, easy pairing. His caddy's awesome. I'd never met his caddy, Eric, before, but him and Gino chatted all day. They're really good mid-ams. Eric qualified for the 4-ball, the USGA 4-ball. He's going to Seattle area for that in May. We just chatted all day like it was a casual deal. Obviously, the back nine gets a little tight, but when Rafa made that putt on 18, on Saturday, to get in the final pairing, I was very excited. And I said that to, many people. I'm like, I think this will help both of us out a lot. So, this is a lot better than playing with Tiger Woods, guarantee you that.
And just when you were standing in the fairway and you were watching that shot that Rafa hit on the last, just what were your thoughts and when it was in the air?
I made the classic move of, you're supposed to always expect your opponent to hit the great shot or, make it. I was not. I was just fully trying to figure out how I was going to two-putt from 30 feet. And then the ball was in the air, and I'm like, oh, crap. Like, now I probably have to, it changes everything a little bit. And from the fairway, it looked like it was 3 feet. I don't think people understand how hard 18th hole is. The drive is really hard. I mean, the wind's blowing so hard in. The second shot, to get to that right pin, he hit a little chip cut. Pretty impressive golf shot. So, I was so focused on me, and I think it helped me a lot that he hit such a great shot. It kind of snapped me out of it that I had to still finish finish off the event.
And just one last one from Adam here. How special was it for you to be able to celebrate with Gino and your wife, Paloma?
Yeah, I've dreamed about that one for a while. Obviously, Adam, you know how much my wife means to me. She worked 2 jobs. to pay rent when I was on the mini tours. I didn't have any money. She gave up her dreams to fulfill my dreams and help me out. There were some lean times for sure, but you know, she believed in me. I don't know if our dreams were ever this big per se, of, you know, making it 5 years on tour, getting a first win, you know, just it's pretty special. And for Gino, I mean, two dudes growing up together who are golf dorks, like somehow winning on the PGA Tour, like it was, yeah, I had planned the celebration so many times in my head. It didn't quite go as I expected. It was a little, I couldn't believe he was crying. I thought he would be the tough guy, but he's put in a lot of time and effort, and he's believed in me when no one else did. He quit. He had an 8-month-old kid at home to start caddying for me on the web tour, and somehow his wife let him. And it's just special how much we've been through together, some lean times, and the guy, I'm so lucky. He cares about more than any golf shot. He cares more about me than any golf shot I'll ever hit. And then just to be able to do that together was pretty darn cool.
And now we'll just go back to Dave for one more. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, it's just a goofy question. I'm sorry, but was there any significance to changing hats on the 16?
It was, yeah. It was just so windy. I made it through the front nine with it. 8-9 super windy there on the water. Made it through that, but when I got to 16, there was a couple times it kind of almost flown off and didn't affect anything, but I just didn't want to be thinking about it. Instead of like getting over a putt, taking my hat off, I just got rid of the hat. You know, it was cloud cover, so didn't need it quite as much. But yeah, for me, I just didn't want. It was the last thing I wanted to be worried about is my hat flying off as I'm hitting a golf shot. So I just took it off, and thankfully I guess it helps.
Well, it didn't hurt.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. And just finally, to wrap it up, Joel, you're a guy that's all through your career, you've progressed better and better every time. For all from the mini tours, all the tours that you played on, and you're continuing to do that now with this victory. How do you account for that? What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I mean, you could go and look and say, hey, you know, I struggled in college and I didn't do, you know, and I was kind of going through a tough time with the loss of my mom there, where I maybe didn't have the development of the college players of 4 years. And I truly believe I could have been an All-American in college had I made it through 4 years. But it was just a weird time in my life, and I was pretty lost kid there for a couple years. So even when I turned pro, I didn't know what I was doing. So the first couple years were bad, and then when I got better physically, like where I could actually play at a high level, I got a great coach in Rob Rochelle, who's been around me for going on 6 years now. Gino is a caddy. Lana's been more involved in my golf. You know, there's been some people that I've put in place that I try. I have a great trainer in Ed Bolt, who's on the road. A guy, Carson, at home. I have a couple great managers that I've got involved. That my circle's really small, but every one of them is really special, and they have their own role. And I don't trust too many people, but my circle's tight. But they keep pushing me. They keep getting better, and with that is just kind of, you know, we've just kind of grown together, I think, as a team. And golf's an individual sport, and I kind of made fun of people a couple years ago when they were talking about team stuff, because I'm the one hitting the ball. But when you get to this high of a level, you need people around you to help you out, and it takes a village, that's for sure.
All right, well, we appreciate you, Joel, and enjoy this victory, and hopefully it's the first of many more.
I'm hoping it's the first of many more, but I'm going to celebrate like this will be the last one, for sure.